This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Welcome. Okay, today's question. What do you know now about weight loss surgery that you did not know or expect when you were pre-op? Well, let's go back to pre-op. First of all, I didn't even know what RNY gastric bypass was, okay? It was explained to me by my doctor that gave me the surgery. And I had RNY in April the 19th, 2004. And basically I got a pamphlet. And it told me what I was going to eat the first 2 weeks, what I was going to eat after that, and then what I was going to eat for the rest of my life, more or less. It kind of sounded like the Atkins diet. Well, I had done the Atkins diet for like 3 years straight, and so I knew what it was about. But I didn't know my body. And that's what I have learned now. Things about my body. First of all, I didn't have YouTube. I didn't have you guys. I didn't have resources to go to other than my doctor. And when I lost my insurance, I lost my doctor. Long story, too long to talk about. So what I did is I would go to the bookstore and I would try and find books. Not very helpful. Back then we didn't have very many. And so this has been a long journey for me. Very long. Until about 2 years ago when I found YouTube. My sister found YouTube, and that's how I found YouTube. And I began to listen to everyone about their journeys. And I kept hearing things like, you know, things that they told me I could eat, and things, you know, I didn't know I was supposed to have between 60 and 80 grams of protein. Really? I didn't know that 6 or 8 of these would help me in a day. I didn't know a lot of things. I have learned, try not to make this very long, guys, but what I have learned, what do you know now? I know that my body tends to want to hold on to weight. I know that it's been a long process in losing the weight. Everyone's bodies are so different. And when I began to look at YouTube, and I began to compare myself, and that was so wrong, very wrong. I learned that I can't compare to anybody else. I learned that I'm a dumper. I dump on fats and oils. I dump on carbs and sugars. And so in this process, I would get sick and couldn't figure out why I was getting sick. Well, to make a long story short, I have to make good choices and stay under 10 carbs or sugars at a meal. Otherwise, anything higher than that, I could probably push it to 13, but anything higher than that, I'm going to get sick. And so I try very, very hard, you know, no breads, no pasta, no rice, you know. I noticed the other day, even with eating too much quinoa, that was making me not lose some weight. So I've kind of backed off on the quinoa. It's just not good for me to have too many carbs in my body, because that's my body. My body tells me I want to store it. And so I've learned that. I've also learned that in this process, I have made habits in my life. I've learned that I drink my water. I exercise to feel good. I'm not exercising to get to a goal weight anymore. I was. Now it's a part of my life. I like the feeling. I like the energy I get after I exercise. So when I exercise, I'm thinking in my head, whew, I love this energy feeling. So it's not a chore. Of course, I don't do things that I enjoy walking. I enjoy getting on my tricycle. I enjoy putting on a video sometimes, like especially on a rainy day. I have different videos that I go to. I enjoy those things. If there was no enjoyment, it would be work for me, and believe me, I wouldn't be doing them. So I make sure that I'm going to enjoy my walk, and afterwards I'm going to feel good. Believe it or not, it's an amazing, full of energy that you get. It's amazing. At the beginning, yes, your body's going to hurt, and if you push yourself, you're going to be sore the next day. But once you get it done, you feel good. And that's the high I like. I like feeling good. So I do it. I've formed a good habit. Another thing that I've learned is that when I eat and I serve myself, I will serve myself just enough. If I want a little bit more, I'll go get a little bit more. But if I go to a restaurant and let's say I'm still eating off my husband's plate and I've already had my salad and I'm still picking at his plate, I have to learn that I'm done. Because I will get that full feeling where it's like I'm up to here. I don't like that feeling. So I like that I have formed a habit of just eating enough to make me feel like I've had enough. Not that I've had too much, but that I've had enough. What I've learned is that back in 2004, these are the things that I wanted for my life. These are the things that I was told was going to happen in my life if I made it a part of my life. If I made those life-changing, it's a life-changing regime. Because you got to keep doing it. You got to keep practicing those things for that to happen as a part of your life. It becomes a part of you. You know? And it's amazing to be here now. Because back in 2004, if I sat down to eat, I sat down to eat everything on my plate and maybe a little bit more. And I wasn't going to be happy until I had that, oh, I can't stand it, I'm hurting feeling. That's when I said, oh, I've had enough, and I had a good dinner. I didn't like it, and I don't like it now. And I'm happy that I had this surgery to make those choices for me. I made those choices for me. I've made these habits work for me. I practice drinking water. I practice staying at an hour at exercise and enjoying it. Because if I didn't enjoy, let's say I push myself to run, but I don't enjoy running, then I wouldn't I wouldn't do it. So I find things that I enjoy doing. I've learned so much, guys. I've learned so very much. And I'm blessed to be a part of this community that has taught me these things. Because I didn't know them. You know, I've only really been knowing them for 2 years. I've only been, well, 3 years. Because I watched YouTube a year before I started making videos. So, and I'm still learning. You know, I watch the newbies more than you would imagine, just so I can hear. You know, I'm like that spy person, you know, trying to hear, what is she saying? What is her doctor telling her? What is the nutritionist saying nowadays? You know, I didn't know that I was supposed to have between 80 and 90 grams of protein. Didn't know that. You know, when I got my little pamphlet, it said I could have mashed potatoes and grits. Well, my body holds on to those carbs and sugars. They're not good for me. I'm a very slow loser. So if I want to lose weight, I cannot have those things in my body. It's not going to help me. It's going to make me gain instead of lose. And I'm not saying that's, you know, you. I'm just saying that's me. That's my body. I've learned that. I've learned those things with how I've eaten and what I've eaten. So I like that I make good choices now. I like that I look for the good choices. I like different kinds of foods. And so I'll venture out to find other different types of foods. I basically stay at protein and vegetables. But the choices are for me to make. This is my journey. I have learned that I'm not about a number on the scale. I was having a really bad issue about that. And I made a video not too long ago. I'm not about a number. When someone sees me, there's not a number on my forehead that says what the scale says. When you see me, and when I see you for who you are. And hopefully you'll see me for who I am, for what's in here. Isn't that what we want it to begin with? I'm healthy. You're going to see a healthy person when you see me. You're going to see me making good choices and living life. That's what I wanted in 2004. What do you want? I hope that you get to where you want to be in your journey. I'm 6 years out. That's why I say what I'm saying now. You know, life is good. And I'm so grateful for this surgery. Thank you for watching. Please come back next Sunday and watch us every day, because every day there's a vlogger. I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.